So, good afternoon, guys. RNK x Mamashee, R in the building. Today we got a very special guest all the way from Stratford, London. Jude Spez, the guy.
Yes, so President. We don't show the town.
How far, buddy?
We bless, you know.
We thank God.
Niger State, Urban Niger State.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you in Ireland, Dublin. What actually brings you here?
One, my brother is here, and two, you.
Aye.
I met you in Stratford, and it was fun having a chat with you on the pink table. And
Shout out to Pink Table.
You invited us, and I thought, why not? Just come in one weekend, and we'll have a day with you in Dublin.
Okay.
And here we are.
So Mamashee enticed you enough to get a ticket all the way from the UK.
I did. I followed the Mamashee on Instagram and all the other social media handles, and I liked what I was seeing. I was like salivating to get here.
Yeah, taste. Alright, so before we do anything, guys, we don't want to hold in too far. That food has been on the table for a minute.
Yes.
So I actually just a little taster, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what it's thinking, what it's saying.
Yes. So,
And obviously, before you leave, we're going to pack something for you. They can take
You hear that?
You and the guys. But we can't hold the man. There's some
Right
guys
here.
behind the scenes you guys can't see right now.
I'm putting
Jude
down
Rose
the
and
plane.
Entourage.
we'll start with the jollof rice.
Right. So tell them, as they eat some, tell them what's on your plate.
Okay, it's got a smoky flavor.
Okay.
In Edo State, there is this jollof rice we like. It's called the obito rice. You know what obito is?
And it's just traditional rice.
No, that's obituary.
No, it will kill you. It will smoke
No, obituary is when we're doing our funerals.
you. Okay.
That's what we call obituary. There's a particular rice they make. It is smoky. You can only get that rice during the sort of
Funeral preparation.
and it's the best.
I understand.
So when you eat it, the first thing we say, "Oh, obituary rice." That is
They
really
did like
good.
party food.
Yes,
I understand.
party food. But we call it down south obituary rice.
Vita rice.
So
Okay.
that's giving me the.
You see my OG VDM. This is the Oga VDM there now, man. I do voice.
Before that fried rice even got to my mouth,
You already knew.
yeah, the flavor was already given.
And is that assorted meat there on your plate as well?
Yes, there is.
I wish I could zoom up there on the. Maybe when I'm editing, I can zoom up on
There's
the plate.
there's shaki. There is bomo.
One more day.
What I'm gonna do is, okay, look at that.
Is that smoked turkey, yeah?
There's a smoked turkey there.
Now, all the Irish boys, anytime they see that turkey, they're always getting surprised. They're like,
What's
what's
that? They like it?
Yeah, they love it. They love it over here. Thank God for it as well. So like I said, I was just coming from the market earlier, so we were in Moore Street. So we set up the stall in Moore Street, get active. Like, thank God today was a beautiful day. The weather was nice, sold out everything. So
Oh, wow.
By the time I come, I saw you there, like landing at the same time. I was like, thank God. I know
Well
it's
done. You guys are busy though.
I was very busy. Thank God. Thank God.
So is it like you're the only ones doing this in Dublin, or?
I wouldn't say we're the only ones. There's shout out to like the African community in Ireland because we're pushing. You know, there's Heritage, there's Anu's Kitchen, and they would occupy like Dublin's area, and then like even in the city centre, I think Intercontinental. There's a couple other people that actually sell food as well. But I think what it is with us is. Obviously, there's a different flavor to how mom's cooking the food. Just kind of putting a bit of like in your house, your mom cooks flavor, kind of family love, and then there's obviously an online presence. And a community action. Kind of like we're interested in like tapping into like what it is that we might have lost when it comes to being at home.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes,
What kind of opportunity do we have by having this space?
So you keep talking while I keep eating.
Enjoy them. Obviously, it's nice now that we can connect to another community, another Afro diaspora community, all the way from the UK. Do you get me? So like
Really
things
nice.
like that.
What I have on my plate is jollof rice, fried rice, and I had a little bit of rice and beans mixed together, and the mixed meat pepper stew, and the turkey. Everything is just on point.
So is that?
And it fits into what you were saying, the narrative you're saying. Like I said, when I tasted that, I said obito rice. It took me back home to Edo State.
Okay.
And I haven't been for 23 years, so it took me down south Nigeria. That flavor and the fried rice and all of that. The pomo, the flavored pomo. It's really good.
We thank our sponsor Mamashee for having it, you know, because it's not easy what she does.
No, it's not easy. It's a beautiful place as well. It's a very calm, beautiful place. I like the ambience around here.
Yeah.
It seems like it's a community place where people come. I like the pictures on the wall.
Yeah.
And I've seen a few people commenting since I was sat here, and I've been sort of gives me that community vibes. It's something we're almost sort of lacking in London right now.
Really, you think so?
Because of all the tensions going on between the different tribes and all.
Okay.
It's just been exacerbated by politicians and all. But we miss this. You know. And also, yes, we're in this for money, but it's also that thing about community. In London, it's really lacking that at the moment.
Yeah.
It's almost as a dog-eat-dog world. I'm not putting London down. We're saturated with Nigerian restaurants and other African country restaurants everywhere. Saturated with this stuff.
But there's no essence of community.
There's none of that. You kind of missed the whole reason for it in the first place. But the moment I walked in, I felt that sense. And when I started seeing people come in, I felt that sense of community.
And what do you think has saturated that sense of community in London?
I think in London, what's happened over time is people are in it just for the money. They don't care about community. So you get new influx of people coming to your community. You've been for like 10, 20 years, and they change the whole things, the way things happen and work. And they, I don't want to use the word gentrification because I don't believe in that. But it is what it is. And when you live in a community, you know the people. You would have known, oh, I know that kid, I went to school with that kid, I know their moms, I know their granddad and stuff like that. We don't have that anymore, so people come in, just put their stuff in their businesses that don't cater to the people who actually live there. I know you're in it for the money, you don't need to really cater to the people there, but you came in there for a reason. There was a need that you saw in the community. Now you should plug that need while you also cater to the wider community, but they don't care about that anymore. It's like, if you don't come through my door, that's your business. But I'll take my business.
It's so interesting that you're saying that because, even with us, it's always hard when you're as in doing a business, especially in the African community, where it might not be something that's supported. It might be something that's envied instead of praised. So even as a business owner yourself, how do you maintain a integrity whilst catering to, as an Africanness? Because one thing I recognize is that when me and my mum were looking for a restaurant spot, I wanted to be in the city centre. City centre is where we started, where everything is, where everyone knows there, all multicultural societies and communities. But when this spot showed itself out to us, it was something that almost as if God was revealing something to us. I think one of the biggest African Nigerian populations would be in this location in Tala. So it was okay, this isn't where we want to be, but this is where we should start. Because that then follows the inception of what our ethos has been. And it's so funny, because when you follow that community thing, it's not that you miss out on the profit, but there's a lot more responsibility.
Yes. I think I like that bit about responsibility, because you're responsible to your community. You want to see your community thrive. You want to see your community grow with you. And you want to see some sort of institutions that will be 10 years ago, that restaurant was there, it's still there. And a kid who's moved on, they come back and be like, oh my God, I remember the meat pie I used to have there. Those sort of stuff, we don't have them anymore. The little corner shops that were around where we grew up, we don't have them anymore. We're seeing things have changed really. And there's that chicken and chip shop that used to be there. I used to like the way they spice the chicken. We don't have that anymore.
I think what we have to do is encourage shopping local and encourage supporting businesses. That's why I do everything I do with the Iron Cage stuff, because when I popped up on Moore Street with my mom, one thing I realized is the first day we were there, the opposite us was a sign that said Save Moore Street. And I was like, what do they mean Save Moore Street? The first thing that came to my head was my mom is just starting here. If they say they're closing the street down, what's going to happen for my mom? As in, it's good here, African people day here, we've always been here. So what do they mean close it down? I went to the Irishman that was there petitioning Save Moore Street. And I asked him, do you mind if I did a performance for you? If I brought my friends and we all made this louder. And he was like, yeah, do that. And I did it. And then after doing it, we kept on doing it, bringing as an energy back, a new energy there. And immediately, as in, it kind of changed the narrative about Moore Street. We woke up the street, and that's in the city centre where Irish heritage almost has its inception within the Republic itself. Because that's where I met a couple members of the 16 Rising, historical figures died for the right for Ireland to be free and liberated from the British. So it was almost as if we paid homage to the Irish people.
Yes.
And then integrating ourselves in, So for me, it was okay, if by understanding there's ways to profit but mutual benefit as long as what you're seeing is what you see and not just what you want. Because like when you see there's devastated areas, like as in obviously like you can go and build that place up, but there's always going to be the hardship of the labor, and there's always going to be the benefit of the reward of doing such a good thing.
Yeah.
But where your heart sits is very important. I think high posture in general within the African community has to become something we rejuvenate, because I feel like we've lost that sense of.
The reason again for that is ownership. If you don't believe that you own a piece of that community,
there's nothing you care.
You don't want to care about it. It's why I see people when people are agitating for resources and there's rioting, they're burning things down. Like I don't think you guys are from this community, because if you were from this community, you wouldn't be burning down your library. You wouldn't be burning down your little buses or your buses. That's your community. If you own a piece of it, if you have joy and you're proud
from what the system
of coming from there, you won't be burning it down. You want to see your community thrive.
Right.
So I go around my area, I see things are not in place. The ones I can do, I change them. The ones I cannot, I take pictures and send it to the local authority. Can we do something about this? But when if I stand at the corner of my road during the day and start pissing on the streets, I have no
authority saying
to tell somebody else, I'm peeing on my street because this is my community. I'll be like, look at you peeing on the street. What right have you got? What moral justification or grounds have you got? So what you guys did was not just look at the history in the past. You believed that this was a community. Nobody invited you. You invited us. You said, look, we can help because this is where we grew up. We want to see this community thrive. That's why you did what you did. Everyone will benefit from it as a mutual benefit, exchange of mutual benefits. Everyone will benefit from it, but at first that wasn't the plan. The plan was to what do we do to save this place? And it's about caring and being kind. So we're not just kind to humans, we're kind to the environment where we live. If I'm kind to I've lived in my area for donkey years. I really hate to see people come there and thrash it, but that's what people who come new to the area do. So it's now my obligation to rise up and say, you don't do that you just only arrived. I'm part and parcel of this place. I know sometimes the new comes in and I want to kick out the old because of change. We get that, but we can change gradually together.
There you go. Bro,
it's mutual benefit.
There you go. Jude.
Anyway, my food is getting cold. I need to get back to
God. Ciao. You Mamashee, don't let me hold you.
So I need to get back to this food.
That's a proper
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for making
Thank you for having us, man. I know Dublin has been packed up, but so much going on, but it's been fun, and this was one of the highlights. I was looking forward to this, and I'm really proud.
Give me a second, we'll spoil you now.
Yes.
We got the work done.
Yes.
It's time to eat.
Yes.